Okay, map. Sparring ring. Alright, tab. Load game, save game, settings. Okay, found it. Wow, tab. Let's turn this up a bit. Because apparently everything is kind of quiet. Maybe the music can be down a bit. The voice can be a bit higher. Alright, tab. Here we go. Character record. That's me. Styles. Legendary strike. Heavenly wave. Alright, found it. Alright, that took a while. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Mouse. Settings. Control. Mouse sensitivity. 3. Accept. Still too fast. One. Alright, that's better. That's better. I'll try not to shake the camera too much. Okay. So I was saying earlier the buildings seem too tall. I guess it's not so much that they're too tall, but the proportions are strange. What are they doing? Are they fighting? Are they fighting? How do I talk to them?
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor.
Is she being sarcastic?
No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Li always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
Well, maybe if you stop being so conflicted and hypocritical, it'll be fine. If you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can. Don't worry about following others. Walk your own path. You lack the skills and discipline to be a leader. So, if you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can.
That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days?
Why do you care?
Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
Alright, well, the story is going to, or the character's gonna tell us the story. Alright, let's talk about everything.
You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
This is the weirdest. That's the weirdest thing I've heard. Who are the students of note?
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. I'm sure you know that your implied status causes jealous remarks. I have muttered a few, but I don't mean you harm. The one you should be careful of is Gao, but I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
Actually, I don't already know. This is the weirdest. Does any real person ever talk like that? This is the weirdest thing.
You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of.
Arrogance like a cloud of locusts? Try to imagine that. If you've never seen a cloud of locusts, just go to YouTube and look it up. I'm not sure how arrogance can be like a cloud of locusts.
Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you.
Exactly how well do we get along? Do we like get along well like good friends, or do we get along well like lesbians? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be like that. Dawnstar is a fine person. She just sees things that I can't.
She's
I
crazy.
know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Li tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two.
This is so
I
weird.
suppose that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two.
You're a weirdo.
Master Li never stops talking about you. You are special, or so we are repeatedly told. It can get annoying. Then again, some find it outright threatening.
Other
If you wish.
questions. What do you think of Master Li?
Master Li took me in when no one else would. He is a firm master, but a kind man deep inside.
What does that even mean?
I imagine that he walked. If you want anything more than that, you'll have to ask someone who was here at the time. That was 20 years ago.
Only 20 years?
I really don't know or care. It may as well have been Sagacious Tien, the first emperor. That was before I was born.
You don't care about history?
If you wish.
Uh, Ghosts.
Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes.
What, literally attacking
And
people?
Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise?
So the ghosts are literally attacking people.
They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life, so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the wheel of life becomes a ghost.
Ooh, spooky. Spooky.
That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts, the ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense.
It's essentially a really stereotypical ghost story, but she's explaining it as though it's the most complicated thing in the world. Like she's going on and on about they're ghosts, they're dead people, that's all they are. It's like, but she's like talking paragraphs about them. Let's go other questions. I don't think we know Lynn.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years.
Actually, no, I haven't paid attention.
I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate.
Cool.
When I am done, I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life.
You can travel the world and punch things.
If you wish. What do you want to ask about?
Hey, let's punch each other.
Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I?
Possibly. Cool.
Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
I thought we were gonna spar here. Why are we here?
Legendary strike.
Alright, that's blocking. Let me just kick her a little bit. Oh, hey. So, what we need to do is learn these, learn to read these opponents. Oh, I got 40 experience, amazing. And then she runs away. So we got 40 experience for doing that. And, are those barrels of rice? What is that? Camera's still kind of fast, but let me just go back. I can't jump. Student?
Master Li keeps talking about Restless Dead, but there's nothing like that around here.
Something on your mind?
We can't punch again. Oh, wait a minute, there's more. Goodbye for now.
Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
Is that sarcasm? Is she being sarcastic again? I can't tell if she's being sarcastic to me all the time. Alright, so let's run around a little bit. Posing. Tai Chi. It's a little too slow. Tai Chi is slow, but they're a little too slow, I think. Well... Alright, well they're doing Tai Chi.
Gao does not have the patience to properly learn what Master Li is trying to teach us.
Don't stop doing the Tai Chi.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
Okay.
You're right. Master Li would not have accepted me if he did not see potential. He measures all people carefully. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Li?
How long have I don't know. I don't know. I just started the game, I don't know. I studied with him as long as I can remember. Did anyone who been here as long as Dawnstar? Long enough, it's time to wait to finish my training. Mind your business when, I don't know.
You and Dawnstar have both had a lifetime of training under Master Li. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
How well do you know the others of the school?
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Well, perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability.
Ha, wrecked.
Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match her delicate moves. Beyond that, the only other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master. I know she is sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. It obviously makes her feel different, and that's not right.
Why is that not right?
I think she was given a gift. Unlike responsibility, it may not always be pleasant, but it's something she should be proud of. It shouldn't isolate her.
Well, maybe you should, I don't know, talk to her.
I have seen his kind in the city. He thinks his family's wealth is a substitute for nobility and is angered when others still see him for what he is, a crass and spoiled bully.
That's a remarkably succinct description.
Well, he doesn't come close to Master Li's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger students. He pairs novices with more advanced students so we can learn. I have heard about and seen your skill, but I haven't been here long enough to know much more. Most of the students seem to appreciate your abilities. I hate to put words in other people's mouths, but it's obvious that Gao does not favor you. Master Li has been a mediator of sorts, but Gao responds poorly to authority.
I've been thinking about the combat. Maybe we should prioritize dodging, right? Because The block, you can block normal attacks but not power attacks. Whereas the dodging will get you out of trouble regardless. And maybe, I don't know if we should prioritize power attacks over normal attacks because they'll punch through blocking. So it's like, if you only use dodging and power attacks, you don't have to worry about the other two stuff. Is that right? We'll find out.
I'll answer what I can.
No, Master Lee.
He is one man and guides his students well. My last school had 2 masters who feuded all the time. It made learning very difficult.
Why don't they just start a different school? If they hate each other, why do they stay in the same school?
At the Black Leopard School, I learned the bare basics of a style under First Brother Kai, but not enough to say I'd mastered anything more than a few core techniques. I'd demonstrate, but I don't think I even could. Master Lee's teachings have been so much more effective that I have forgotten most of what I learned in the capital.
You're so bad.
He is greatly skilled and tutors his students intently. You especially. My school in the city was mired in politics, not an environment that promotes diligent study. I'll answer what I can.
Master Lee, what came over?
It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins. They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire. The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle.
Okay. I mean, well, oppressive government. I wish they said more about it though.
There's already enough darkness without making up stories about shadows, in my opinion. And try Lynn. She seems very interested in the ghosts. I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know? It was a beautiful place to grow up. The brightest minds, the most noble houses, all the greatest warriors gather there. It's truly the most vibrant place in the world.
Okay.
I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. Two Rivers, though, is very peaceful. I'm used to a more hectic pace, I think. It's taking me some time to adjust.
I guess we're gonna go to the capital at some point.
Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest.
South of the Great Southern Forest? We are south of this Great Southern Forest?
The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which holds the Imperial City. In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the 6 Holy Scrolls. I know little about those 2 provinces, though.
Alright, so the coast is to the east. We are at the south. The west is the mountains, so it's basically China.
I'll answer what I can.
What do people from the capital think of the Empire?
It's funny, but I still...
Oh, oop. Done this already.
I'm honored that you should ask. What do you want to know? The school I attended in the Imperial City was becoming mired in politics, so my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous, she always said.
Yes, people die.
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe.
What do you mean, strange people? How are they strange?
Well, that won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return to the Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard. It's hard to think that far ahead. The school I attended in the Imperial City was...
Alright, training, what do you do? Alright, bye.
Goodbye.
Oh wait, can we punch him?
It is an honor. What can I...
Yes, we can punch him.
It would be an honor. Are you sure you have time?
I have time to punch you.
Excellent. Let's find a quieter spot to spar. Once we're finished, I'll have to return here and continue my meditations.